Alright guys, so we're in David Lloyd Norwich now. Picked Kate up, she's about to put me through my paces, see how bad I'm doing at the moment in strength and conditioning, and see if I'm not a lost cause just yet. So what are we going to be doing?
So I put together a program for Joe based on your goals, especially to improve your swim performance.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've got $1 million bonus on that, so big money this year involved.
Pressure's on.
Just got to be first out the water in Kona. Is it possible? Who knows? You know, can a well-trained donkey beat an untrained horse? We'll find out.
Okay, so for Joe's program, I have. I'm gonna start again. All right, so. Okay, so for Joe's program, we are combining some upper body strength with some mobility to help him get first out the water in Kona, and on top of that, he's going to do our mobility program on the app just to really help improve that shoulder mobility for that swim performance.
So, what are the first few exercises you've got planned then?
All right, so the first few that we've got planned, we're doing a glute pull through, which is going to help you work on your hip hinge, because in the main set you've got a rack pull, and rack pulls people always think that's like a half range deadlift, so people think that they're really good for lower limb, but they use a lot of lats, so that's going to help your swim performance. Yeah. So we're going to warm up properly for that, and then I've got you doing 2 upper body exercises. One's a tricep extension and the other one's a scap push-up, which we'll go through, but they're your specific swim exercises.
Awesome, let's go then.
So these first 3 exercises are your warm-up ones to lead up to your main set. So the point of them is to get all of those muscle groups that we're working in your main set fired up, okay? So first exercise is a glute pull through. So set it up at the bottom down here, stepping over the handle, coming out, and this is to help you work on your hip hinge. So keeping your arms nice and straight, create a nice hinge through your hips. Hips go back nice and controlled down to whatever range feels comfortable. Powerful glute pull through. Control down to whatever feels comfortable. Pull through nice and fast.
So do you just like walk out like that?
Yeah, so put tension on it. Good. Okay, cool. Keep arms close to the body.
Like that.
Now hinge at the hips, so poke your glutes back. Control back. Slight bend in the knees. Yeah, that's it. Hips go back and down. Squeeze glutes, stand up tall.
How far should I go down?
You're doing more of like a squat.
Yeah.
So I want you to think about slight bend in the knees, and that's it.
Yeah.
The rest of the movement comes from your hips.
All right.
Poke your glutes back and keep your back nice. Yeah, that's better, that's better. And then stand up nice and tall.
And you feel it in the hammies, do you?
In your hammies, but you're still bending your knees too much. Keep them there. Now it's all from the hips. Bring your chest down to the ground. Better. Okay, last one. I don't want those knees to bend anymore. Keep them like that. Bring it all from the hips. That's better, that's better, that's better. And up tall. Good. Have a rest. How was that?
You could feel it. I could even feel it like on my lower back. Because should I feel it there as well?
You can, yeah. So this works. This is really good. Core, lats, back, glutes, hammies, bit of adductors.
Yeah.
Your only thing with that, you're probably bending your knees a little bit much.
So just make sure you don't bend them.
Yeah, exactly.
All right guys, sorry to interrupt the video, but I just want to let you know that if you want to get into strength and conditioning, but you're not quite sure what to do, it's something that you've kind of thought, I'd love to do that, but I don't really know how much I should lift in the gym or what weights to do and what exercises to do, etc. You can sign up to our app, VALERE, and it's only available on iPhone at the moment. The Android version is coming, and it will coach you through the sessions that you want to do. So if you want to improve your swimming, your cycling, your running, you can select that, or your triathlon, and it will give you programs, and you can pick how many times a week you want to do it. And these programs will tell you how much to lift, and then you, with the feedback that you put in, for example, how many reps you could have done more, then it will change the weights to adjust that. There's loads of videos on there to show you how to do the exercises properly, tips on there, regression exercises, progression exercises, so it's got everything covered. The exercises are all made by Kate Baldwin, who's got a PhD. She knows her stuff like the back of her hand. You know, what she doesn't know isn't worth knowing. So you need to check it out if you want to get into strength and conditioning. This will really help your triathlon training. Also for the individual sports as well, if you want to have more of a focus on, say, for your swimming, for example, then you can do that. So yeah, check it out, VALERE. You won't be disappointed. It will help you loads. And also on the app, we're going to have a section where the pro athletes that we work with will have their a favourite session from them or a current session that they're doing. So for instance, my session will go on there. There's a runner who we work with, Holly Archer. She's going to be putting her sessions on there. and a lot of the other pro triathletes are going to be putting theirs on there, which is going to be coming soon. So sign up to the app, check it out, and let me know how you find it. I'm sure you'll get some great gains from it, and it will really take your training to the next level.
So that's activation exercise number 1.
Yeah.
Next one we can use on the cable machine. We're doing a tricep extension.
Okay.
So the reason that we're going to do this in like this kind of position, so you can work your core and your legs as well, but this is going to help your swim pull.
Yeah.
Okay. Coming, oh, that's way too light. Stronger than I thought. So coming out, same thing, apply a bit of tension. Okay, in a nice little split stance position, elbows tucked in close to the head. Keep your elbows in one position. Extend out, control, in. Extend, control. What you'll notice is I'm not doing this. Okay, so your elbows should stay tucked in.
So don't
not
cross over.
Because if you do that, you're going to use more through here. This is triceps, okay? And you'll naturally work your core and your legs as well.
Do you think I need it higher as well? Like,
yeah, you'll need it higher, I think. So for these, Joe, same 8 reps, and you still want to feel like you could do about another 4, okay?
All right.
That weight may be light, but we can do it for the first set.
All right.
See. A little bit more of a step out, so you got quite a bit of tension. Good. Elbows tucked in.
Like that?
Yeah, beautiful. And then keep them where they are and just extend your arms out. Yeah, good, good. Now try not to let them drop. Yeah, nice. 8 reps. How's it feel?
I can feel my triceps, yeah. Like
good. Think about the swim pool, good. One thing, keep your wrists neutral. So when you get to the end, you're like doing this. You're trying to get that little bit of range. Bring it all from here. Yeah, good, good. Don't try and cheat. No cheating. One more rep, Joe. Yeah, good.
Yeah, like that was even like, I could even feel a bit of a burn towards the end on that. Even.
Good.
So it definitely shows that I need to work on that.
Perfect.
But I've never done that exercise before.
So let's do our last one, which is a scapular push-up. We can actually just do these here. So it's just a body weight one. So with these, they're a really different kind of exercise. Hands in a diamond, okay? From here, sink your chest down towards the ground. Shoulder blades spread apart. Sink your chest down to the ground. Shoulder blades apart. Okay.
What are you moving there then? Is it?
So you have a small muscle called serratus anterior.
Yeah.
It goes from your shoulder blade to your thoracic area, and it's the only muscle that sticks your shoulder blade to your rib cage.
You know why I'm going to be crap at this? Because you know them ones that you got me doing where you had to like pull up?
Yeah,
I was so hard to like engage that muscle, and that's like that's basically a similar exercise,
similar.
isn't it?
So you know, like in boxers, you get like the flared, like the really nice looking kind of muscle. I mean, I don't know, don't look at that. But it's really important because it'll stabilize your shoulder, and then when you're swimming and you're trying to generate power, the more stable it is, the better your swim strokes.
So basically, when we get to Ironman Cairns in June, I'm going to look amazing on the beach. Like.
You're going to be swimming like non-wetsuit, shirt off.
I'm more thinking about after the race, chilling out on the beach.
You're thinking about high rocks when you're doing it shirtless.
Yeah.
So you can make this easier by shuffling it back, but we don't want that, right?
Yeah.
We want to load up the shoulders. Good, so this is the bottom of the position. Now think about spreading your shoulder blades apart. Oh yeah, so that's it. Now spread shoulder blades apart and bring your chest up towards the sky. Okay.
Oh God, like that?
Hang on. So more like, if you think about chest down to the ground, chest apart. Down to the ground.
So your arms are literally staying.
So these don't move. These stay stable.
All right.
And then it's just your chest. So this virtually sinks down and goes up. Okay.
Right.
It's tough. Good. That's better. That's much better. Let your head kind of come with the movement. So try not to lead with your neck. That's it. Slow down. We're going to do 10. Okay. Keep these straight. Keep these straight. That's it, Joe. Good, good, good. Good. That's 5. Do you reckon you can do 10?
Yeah.
have a rest if you need to in between. Good, try not to lead. But most commonly you see done wrong, elbows bend when you get tired, to try to turn it into like a traditional push-up.
Yeah.
Or people tend to like lead with their head. So you really want to think about just keeping it fairly neutral. Or you can do them on your knees.
So people could try that to get the technique first, couldn't they?
Yeah.
Also, guys, if you want to see all the exercises that we're doing here, sign up to our app on the App Store, VALERE. All the exercises, all the videos on how to do the app with perfect technique, and also there's tips on like a slightly easier exercise you can do to get the same gains, and a slightly more progressive one if you want to like do a slightly harder exercise. And there's 3 different difficulty levels, novice, intermediate and advanced, that you can pick from, and there's hundreds of plans, literally, isn't there? Is there over 1,000 plans on
There's
there?
over 1,000 plans. Yeah, there's I think about 1,400 different workouts and different levels. But if you scroll down to the bottom of the technique tips, you'll see there's always a progression, a regression, and an alternative exercise.
And the amazing thing with the app is it has a fatigue scale at the start. So if you're feeling really fatigued one day, you can put 10 out of 10 on the fatigue, and it will adapt your session depending on how fatigued you are. So it's not like a one-size-fits-all where you get to the gym and then you feel knackered and you're still told to do these very hard exercises. It's almost like the app coaches you and it will give you the feedback. So if you're feeling really fatigued, you just say, I'm feeling really fatigued today, and it will say, oh, okay, you should maybe try this. Do you want to change the session? And you can also select whether or not you want the session done in 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 60 minutes, and it will adapt it. So check it out, VALERE. It will absolutely revolutionise your strength and conditioning training.
Let's do your main set.
The main set. Yeah. I thought that was it.
Just the beginning, Joe.
How come Nick's managed to get out of doing it? Like,
yeah, I know. Hey.
Like what?
Slacker. He's the manager. Main set exercise number 1 is a rack pull. So a rack pull is a half range deadlift, virtually. It's called a rack pull because you pull the bar from the rack.
But why would we do this and not a deadlift? Like if it's a half range one, like what's the point? Like,
so I picked these for you because your goal is to help improve your swim performance as well as a little bit of bike. So when we do a half range deadlift, we minimize more the use of our hamstrings and we use more of our glutes and our lats and our core. So for swimming, that's going to be better for you.
So it's more specific for swimming.
Some important tips when it comes to doing a rack pull. The first thing is to set up the racks. Obviously, the higher, the easier. The lower the racks, the harder. I ideally would have this lower for me.
You can change it. We can change it lower.
Not on this one.
Can you not? What's the thing at the back then?
No, because
doesn't this thing move out?
This.
Oh, it's like this is as lowest as it will go.
I know.
Already.
Yeah. So whenever you're doing rack pulls or deadlifts, the barbell should always be touching your body.
Yeah.
Okay. If you start off and you're away from here, already less effective in your movements.
Really?
Yeah. And you're not going to hurt yourself doing them, but if you have this longer lever arm between yourself and the barbell, you're creating more stress through your lower back and your core.
Yeah.
So you really want to make sure when you start, touch the barbell. And people always make this mistake. They go, okay, and they're like a centimetre away. I'm like, no, touch it. So you should always be touching it. So from here, hold on, engage your lats. So I always think of squeezing my armpits to my hips. And then the final thing you want to think about is just push your ground away from you. So stand up tall, push your ground away from you, hips go back, down. And what I want you to focus on, Joe, is 1, 2, 3 seconds down, powerful and fast up. 1, 2, 3 seconds down, power up. Okay?
Yeah. And how many reps in reserve should you have?
For your main set, you're going to go 4 sets of 5 reps with only 1 rep in reserve, but we're going to build up.
Yeah, this is a warm-up one,
This is a warm-up.
So like that.
Good. Now I want you to think about pulling your armpits down towards your hips, and you should really feel those lats engage.
All right, I can feel my lats, yeah.
Cool. You're actually a little bit almost like overthinking it. You're like a little bit like this,
Right.
Think about, now other thing, bring your chin down a little bit more, so you should be looking more like at your shoes rather than your head. That's it, okay. Now, take a little bit of slack on the barbell, meaning take a bit of tension on the barbell. Okay, now think about pushing the ground away from you, stand up tall. Yeah, good. See how you almost topple forwards there?
Yeah.
Your weight's too far forward because I think you're doing this a bit much. Allow yourself to sit into your heels a bit more. Now, little hip hinge, bring that barbell down to the rack, keep it in contact with your body the whole time. Good. Let's do 6 reps. That's it. Good.
They say that a real sign of strength is if you can have all the colours of the rainbow on
the
in one go. Like, so you've got the red, the blue, the yellow, the greens. That's what you want.
What would that be? 20, 35, 45, 90, 100, 105 plus the barbell.
So 105 plus.
Oh yeah, you could do that. Could do after.
Powerful pensioner might be here soon. Did he say that he was getting here at 10 o'clock still?
10.
All right, yeah. That's all right then. What's that? 3 reps.
All right, hip hinge.
When's Tyler doing this?
Stand up.
Stand up.
Touch the barbell.
So you touch it before you even start going down?
Yes.
Why would you not just go down
and then roll it in? Because then your body isn't over the barbell.
Oh, right.
Properly.
So you think you get into bad technique if you do that?
Stand all the way up and then hip hinge, because then you'll bring your arms over the barbell.
Man,
you're not touching.
I'm getting held accountable here, aren't I, Tyler?
All right. That's better. Remember looking at shoes, looking at your shoes. Yeah, it's better because then you create this nice neutral line. Right. Tension on the barbell, arms straight, arms straight. That's it. Up strong, Joe. Good. Good. When you go back, break the hips first and then bend your knees. In fact, for these, you shouldn't really need to bend your knees because your range is small.
All right. You ready?
Yep, up strong. Good. Slow control down. Good. Remember, hips first and then knees. Up strong. Good. Hips, break the hips. That's better. Have a rest. And I reckon so many people must press that skip button on the app. Don't press it.
And also, like, one of the things is, like, when some people do it with two people, they'll do a set, then their mate will do a set, and then they go straight onto it, and it's like a minute recovery, and it's like, it's not enough, is it? And
that's like muscle hypertrophy kind of recovery, but this is pure maximal strength stuff, so you need to have that rest.
And what would the muscle hypertrophy be? Basically, you just get bigger muscles, but not the maximum strength, which is what you're after.
Exactly. So not great for performance.
Yeah.
Look good.
Here he is. Look at him. Look. This is Father Christmas in his casual gear. Back in January, he's had his peak season. He's had his peak season. He's now getting back into some kind of shape after a very busy. I had the 24th of December was fucking manic.
You need to start training up for next year.
Oh mate, I bet you're drained, aren't you? Yeah. But I just told him you're like Father Christmas now, back in his casual. That's Kate, that's Phil. She just knew you as powerful pensioner before.
Yeah, I said to Nick, what's his name? He goes, Phil. I was like, he's just powerful pensioner to me. You're about to see Joe crush some weight.
Yeah.
Come on, Joe.
I've got
5 reps.
If powerful pensioner's here, I've got to make sure I'm on my A game now.
Yeah. This is just Phil's warm-up weight. Okay, remember looking at shoes, touching barbell, relax arms, engage lats. Yeah. Up strong, Joe. Push the ground away from you.
Oh, I could feel that.
Yeah, good. Hips go back. Yes, beautiful, Joe. Good. Keep your chin down on the way down for me, okay? Yes. Beautiful. Good.
Where I notice it is my grip strength is so flipping bad.
Yeah, this is good high rocks training as well.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Hips back. Good.
How many am I doing?
You got 5 in total. Good. Hips go back. Good. Last one. Hips back. Beautiful, have a rest.
Yeah, that was, I would say.
That was good.
1, I don't even know if I could have done 2 more. That was probably bang on.
So that's perfect.
Right, so, Phil, what are we knocking on for you then?
Your session's so done.
Yeah.
So that's also the benefit of doing a good warm-up, is doing that first allows you to dial in this weight. So we nailed that straight away, just from your warm-up. So then you would have 2.5 minutes rest now. Yeah. And do that another 3 times.
All right.
Okay? But we won't do that now.
Yeah, all right.
All right, cool. Happy with those?
Yeah.
That's your rack pulls.
Right.
Lats, back, core, glutes. All right, next one, bent over rows.
Bent over rows.
Okay, so next exercise we're doing bent over rows, which you know I love. But I picked these for you because they're the perfect combination of lower body, upper body. So while we want to work on your swim, still got a bike run. So with your bent over rows, we're going to take a little step back, holding onto the barbell with your arms slightly wider than shoulder width, feet about shoulder width apart. And again, we're doing that hip hinge, okay? So hips go back, chest comes down. And from here, we're going powerful pull up all the way to the chest. 1, 2, 3. Powerful, 1, 2, 3. How much gym stuff have you been doing?
Well, since High Rocks, I've been doing twice a week, but I did really let it slip before that, and I hadn't done it for ages, which I realised, which is what was my problem this year in the racing. I think, I'd neglected it because you get into a bad routine.
And you're used to being strong though. You always race so strong, so for you not to do it.
Yeah, and you get into bad habits though, don't you? And you kind of get into really get into the bad routine of it's all about swim, bike, run. Whereas it's not. It's about basically doing them as fast as you can, and if you get more power, it really helps you. And I felt like I was fatiguing quite a lot in the back end of especially on the run, you know. I was running the best I ever had in training for like 5K, 10K, some of my sessions. But then the fatigue in an Ironman, once you got like, I guess, 6 hours into the race, I was slowing down a lot more than what I would normally, you know. Normally I was like, I've run under 240 quite a few times, and my peak was probably Wales when I'd done strength and conditioning for a really long period of time, and I was like up to doing squats, you know, like when we do the reps, I was repping 100 kilos for sets of 6, doing that. Whereas now, since I got back into it after High Rocks, I'm down to 60. So I'm 40% weaker.
All right, Joe, give these a try.
God, I can't wait to see what you're going to get, Phil.
I've made Phil's quite nice, actually.
Why?
This is more injury prevention.
What? The fuck? You must have told her a right bagger, like, mate. Like,
I've been nice to Phil. I don't know him well enough yet.
No, just fucking crucify him, like. Go on, son.
All right.
Phil's like just played the like, oh, I'm old, you know, I'm like 67, I'm a pensioner. I haven't done much.
Okay. Power up, good. So at the moment you're a little bit like hunchy. I want you to think almost like you're pulling back through here and bring it to just underneath. Better. Relax this, use this. Control it down. Power, slow. 1, 2, 3, good. Re-rack.
I was doing it on them ones there, the smaller bars. It's way better to do it on this, isn't it? Like,
they're not heavy enough.
They feel heavier though when you do them on them.
They're not going to get you first out the water.
Yeah, you probably, yeah.
Let's do 3 with a 15 on each side.
That is going to be pretty tough.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Heaps better, Joe. Good. Good control as well. This is perfect. Well done.
That's going to be really hard.
Have a rest and we'll do one of the sets of these.
That will be like on the limit.
Cool. Your technique is so good with these.
Is it?
So I'm happy for you to go to that 0 to 1 rep and reserve. You'll be fine. And if you go too heavy, just do 4 reps.
Yeah.
You're much better off going too heavy and going, this is really heavy, I can't do 5 reps, I'll only do 4, because then you hit that maximum strength zones rather than going way too light and going, oh, I'm here for ages.
Everyone I know would always go lighter in the gym, and then they'll be like, I'll do like 10 reps, 8 reps.
Yeah.
But it's garbage, isn't it, when you do that?
And it's actually less work overall on you when you go lower reps and the heavier weight.
Yeah.
And the thing is just knowing, you might have in your mind, or that might tell you 5 reps, but have in your mind, if it's too heavy, stop. So it's not like go heavy and push through it. It's like go heavy, aim for that, but if you can't, adjust
And
it.
you can't really push through it because you literally can't do any more. Like, you just have to drop it, don't you?
I'm not going to do it.
High Rocks, I was like in a pitiful state, weren't I, on the farmer's carries. I was holding it and it was like, there was no like, just push through and carry on. It was like, my hand, I just couldn't grip the flipping thing. I saw you at the end, like... I had to because my grip strength just went. I couldn't hold it. I needed, like, what I could have done with was someone taping, if someone had taped the kettlebell to my hand, and I could just walk, I would have been fine. But I literally just, this muscle, I can feel it now.
These are all going to be
already.
good for that.
Yeah.
And I've given you some farmer's carries on your toes for calf strength, but I did have High Rocks in mind when I gave them to you. So we're going to do those next. All right, 5 reps. Keep that control. When it gets hard, keep the control down.
Powerful pensioner doesn't know what's coming. He's getting lulled into a false sense of security.
I wish he didn't come early. He seemed like he's got a taster. He's going to go now. Nah.
Right.
See ya. Yes, try not to use these. Use these. Better, Joe. Better. Really good. Control. Good. Okay, so you would do another 3 sets of those with 2.5 minutes rest.
Yeah, I would definitely need a 2.5 minutes rest, like 100%, yeah.
Now,
go on your phone, chill out on Instagram, take some selfies like everyone else in the gym. That's why they all do it, isn't it? Because you need the rest, you know?
But now you actually got time to do it. So last exercise for your main set for session 1 is we're going to do farmer's carries, but these are going to be on your toes.
Yeah.
So even though your program's quite swim, a little bit of bike focus, running super important, class play crucial role in running, but I also thought about these for your future High Rocks career. I know you said your grip strength wasn't very good.
Yeah.
So I thought we could do your calf exercise doing some farmer's carries. So what we're going to do with these, holding onto your kettlebells, you could also do this with dumbbells or holding onto a hex bar.
Would you have like the same weight on each arm, or is it like to keep?
Yes, I would have the same weight in each arm.
I can go and get.
Throwing off your OCD?
Yeah.
Holding onto your kettlebells or your dumbbells or your hex bar, up onto your toes. And you're going to be walking on your toes, okay? We're taking 20 steps out and 20 steps back.
Yeah.
So this is your one main set one where I've given you a muscular endurance exercise.
Yeah.
And that's because I would normally give you heaps of single leg seated calf raises. I've put that in your other program.
Yeah.
But these I'm happy for you to work a bit more on muscular endurance.
And how hard should this be? Like by the time I get to the end of the 20,
you want to be like, I've got to put these down because your calves. But for you also feel it in your forearms.
It takes a lot to fatigue my calves.
Let's see. That's because you've been strengthening them before.
They're always so strong. Like,
good.
you know, when I do the seated calf ones, like
That's why you can run well.
this is the weight what the pro men have to do for the farmers carry.
Let's see how it goes. Oh, I want to try it after.
Do you?
Yeah. I won't go very far.
Here you go. Try this, Nick.
Do your calf ones first.
Oh.
You're trying to get out of them. Hang on, let him do his calf ones. That's the high rocks one.
This is the high rocks weight. So yeah, you imagine
Yeah.
like trying to do this when your grip strength's completely fucking gone.
All right, heels off the ground as high as you can, Joe. Good.
Like that?
And you can go faster steps, so you should be nice and high up onto your toes.
Oh yeah, I can feel it right on my calves now.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Oh, that is really fatiguing actually, isn't it?
Ah,
That
Joe
actually-
was just saying my calves don't fatigue. My calves are so strong.
That is actually a lot harder.
It's hard, isn't it?
Then-
Because they don't get a rest with these. Seated calf raises, you get some rest, right?
Oh, yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah.
That's harder than seated calf raises.
They're hard.
Way
yeah.
harder.
Yeah.
That was 32 kilos on each side.
So again, you'd have a good 2.5 minutes rest and then
Yeah.
go again. All right, so that's
Yeah.
day A program for you.
Awesome.
Okay.
So
Happy
guys,
with it?
yeah, really happy with it.
Good.
That's one of my programs. This one is geared more towards swimming. The other one's a bit more of a cycle focus, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got two different ones. I'm going to try and get into the gym minimum 2 times a week, ideally 3 times. Like I've been doing 3 the last like couple of weeks, and that was ideally what you said you need to do to really
Yeah.
get the if
Especially
you
when
really
you've
want to
got
make a big
time.
breakthrough. So putting a big emphasis on the strength and conditioning at the moment, this time of the year. So yeah, I hope you like the plan. Well, part 1 of it anyway.
Up strong, up strong, up strong, up strong.
Oh.
Beautiful. In. You got it, you got it, you got it, you got it.
Fucking hell. Like, I thought I was going to fall over.